slowly started to take out his books out of his bag without him noticing. Took out every single book except for one copy and put it on the shelf beside him on the opposite side without him noticing. And he walked out of class and didn't have a clue where his books were. Next day when we came back in the next class, he still didn't know where they were. So I took them all off the shelf right beside his head and put them all back into his bag. Yeah, I felt so proud. Oh, and same guy. Oh, I actually made him cry. He was trying to start on one of my friends. Like, we were all like, he was kind of in the group. He was the weirdo of the group. And we say he looked like a dinosaur. So that's kind of the story there. And we say his dad was apparently the dinosaur. Anyway, he was trying to start on my friend for some reason. I don't know what was going on. I was like, here, yeah, fuck off, and like pushed him away. I was like, yeah, you're not doing shit, Derek. That was his name. And then he swung at Derek and missed and punched me in the face. And I was like, oh hell no.
Hell no.
Yeah, oh hell no. Shit's gonna get real. So my friend went off running, laughing, and he went off after him. And I swear to God, this was so Assassin's Creed. Just imagine it. I went out after him and seen him come back through. So I like kind of just pushed away into the middle of a crowd of people, made it look like I was a group with them. It was so Assassin's Creed. Out of nowhere, as he walked by, I done a jumping downwards punch to the side of his head and dropped him so hard. He stood up, looked at me. Everyone seen it. There was such a noise off. I sprained my wrist. I couldn't like write for like the whole week. I punched him so hard in the head. And he stood back up, turned, looked at me. And I was like, fuck, that punch really hurt. I don't think I can punch with this hand again. So I was like, ah, well, fuck it, I got my other hand. He looked at me. Everyone was like, fuck, yeah, go on. He turned, walked inside. Next thing someone came out to me, he was like, yeah, he's in there crying, dude. I was like, yes!
Wow.
Oh, another one. Same guy he was trying to attack. The same guy he was trying to punch the first time. Like, they're always fucking with each other. And he went chasing him down the hall one day. And my friend had the biggest bag. He had every single book in his bag all the time. And he was fat as well, so it was funny. Not the guy who I punched, my other friend. And he went off chasing him down the hall. And he gave up anyway. And he was walking back down the hall. And he started to jog towards us. And the fat guy took his bag off his bag and slid it along the ground. But it was so perfect. You know that sport where they slide that the circular thing on the ice and they polish the ground in front of it.
Curling.
Yeah, curling. It was like that. The bag went so perfect alongside him as he was going, and it was just parallel to him. And then out of nowhere, it just whizzed in front of him, and he ate shit. He face planted the ground. We all laughed so hard. Everyone seen it. That my fat friend came up, picked up his bag, and walked off while he was on the ground, just like in bits. So funny.
Oh gosh. I never got in one fight at school. And I thought I'd won, so I walked away, the bell went, and went back to class. And this guy came up from behind me after I'd basically made a fool out of him. Grabbed my head and smashed it against the door. Like from behind.
Was the door okay?
Was the door okay? Yeah, the door was fine. My head was not.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I had this giant lump on my forehead and they made me go to French.
Sick.
I felt sick. I had this giant lump on my head and they made me go.
What the?
So pissed off. Hello, Max.
Hello.
I remember like my first.
How are you?
I remember like my first week in school. I had like this like yogurt yolk, and it was in a. It was like it wasn't like a normal yogurt where you eat with a spoon. It was like in this strawberry shaped thing, and you just kind of suck it out of it. But I always thought they looked really gay. So I put it on the ground.
It's a yogurt.
Like, I guess. Oh yeah, that would make sense. It was like that, and it looked like a strawberry because it was strawberry flavored. I was going behind, and I put it on the ground and aimed over at a group of people that I didn't particularly like very much. Stomped at it as hard as I could. I swear to God, 10 times the amount of yogurt came out of that should have been in it. But no. Right as I stood in it, some random walked right in front of it, didn't he? I swear to God, there was an outline of him left on the ground. Everyone turned. And what made it even funnier was, I stopped and the guy looked at me, just looked so disappointed and said, "Oh man, one side covered in yogurt." Another one. I have a lot of stories, but no one's telling me to shut up, so I'm just going to keep going.
I don't have any interesting stories.
That's okay. America's weird. Right, we were all in the group anyway, and one of my friends had an extra Mars bar, and he's like, "Here, I don't want this, who wants it?" And he threw it up, and I caught it, and I was like, "I don't even want this." So I threw it on the ground. I was like, "Right, whoever wants it can get it." My friend went down to get it, but he squatted down to get it, and his hands were, like, down, pretty much touching the ground. But his ass was sticking up so early. And I just kind of kicked his ass forward. But his hands went between his legs, and he just straight headbutted the ground so hard. It was so perfect. His hands were like where his balls should be. And his ass was like up in the air. And his I just put my foot clean against his ass and just pushed. And he just toppled, and he just headbutted the ground so hard. It was so funny. I might have been a bit of a dick in school. No, for all of us. We all laughed so hard. Oh, I remember this one time. This one wasn't actually me. But, one of, like, loads of the guys used to play around the on corner. And the ball went up on the roof every now and again. But you could just get up on the roof. And one of the lads was up on the roof. And he was down on all fours on the roof. And one of my friends was orange. And it might as well have been an apple. It was rock solid. And he was like, "Watch this." My friend the opposite way, so he had a perfect angle of his ass. And he's like, "I'm going to bust this across his ass." And he fucked it so hard. But it didn't connect with his ass. It perfectly caught his balls. You could literally see and feel it just going. But that was it, just catching his balls just in between the legs, and I thought he was gonna fall off the roof. He was on the roof like crying, nearly getting sick.
Oh my gosh.